Hey everyone, Astroyll here, and you know what I've been thinking recently? Well, mostly just about Appleton, but besides that, I've been thinking about the Pokemon that were cut from Sword and Shield, and which ones should have been included due to how well I think they would fit in the Galar region. So I'm going to explain which Pokemon from each generation should have been in Sword and Shield, and explain my reasoning. I also have some rules for this video. No legendaries or mythical Pokemon, and also no starters, because I feel like those are just out in their own league, I guess. Without further ado, let's get started with it. Starting off with Gen 1 Pokemon, the Sandshrew line will work pretty well in the route outside Stow-on-Side and the desert part of the wild area. Paris and Parasect would work really well in the Glenwood Forest, and the caves spread throughout the game. I would also have to choose Venonat and Venomoth. Not only is Venonat my favorite Pokemon, but having it in the early game before you take on the Grass Gym would be really helpful, especially if you pick Sobble. Then you have Rattata and Raticate, but maybe new Poison-type form because of the plague and stuff, but just regular rat Pokemon would work really well too. You know, because it's England. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Gen 1. For Gen 2, I honestly don't have very many. Sentret and Furret would be really nice, now that the only similar Pokemon to it, Lanoon, looks totally different. And what more reasoning do I need to have? It's literally Furret. Teddiursa and Ursaring would also be really cool, since there really isn't any bear Pokemon in this region other than Beartic. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, Skarmory would have also been cool, but Corviknight is basically just a better Skarmory, so yeah. For Gen 3, I don't have very many again. The Spheal line would have fit perfectly on Route 9 or 10, and they would have also fit the region amazingly well too, so they should have been added. Then there's a Salamence line, and for this specific reason. The game lacks obtainable dragon types. I found only one dragon type playing through the main story, and that was Noibat and Noivern. Plus, it's a region based off of the UK. You gotta have a couple dragons in there. But that's pretty much it for Hoenn Pokemon. Now for Gen 4. Again, I don't have very many, but I will say this. Bidoof. Bidoof. What can I say about Bidoof? It's Bidoof. What more reasoning do I need to have? The Garchomp line would also be a good addition, because again, it's a Dragon-type Pokemon. But yeah, I really don't have very many other suggestions for Sinnoh. Next is Gen 5. The Sawsbuck line would work really well again, and especially well in the wild area, where the different seasonal forms could appear at different weather conditions. Deer are also common in the UK, so again, this Pokemon would fit really well to the Galar region. The Electros line would also work really well for these games, because Lampreys do also live in the UK, and Electros is just a cool Pokemon in general. For the last two generations, I'm just going to group them together for the sake of convenience, because there's really only three for both. Dragalge would be cool because it's another dragon type again, but also to maybe populate the wild area with. The Toucan line would fit nicely again, since the evolution starts off with Pikapeck, a very woodpecker-esque Pokemon. I also really just enjoy Toucan, and if Passimian and Oranguru can get in, even though they're pretty tropical Pokemon, I think Toucan could get in too. And the last Pokemon I would put in Sword and Shield would be Rockruff and Lycanroc. These are just really good Pokemon that I think can fit any region, but with Lycanroc Moon looking like a werewolf, it would be nice to acknowledge the legend's place of origin, which is the UK. I think Game Freak did a really good job at choosing Pokemon that really fit Galar well in the end, and I'm pretty satisfied with this region's Pokédex. But if you think I'm wrong or have some more suggestions, leave a comment. And I don't want any talk about the National Dex because that is a completely different topic to what I'm talking about here. The National Dex is about bringing in Pokemon from other regions, so it wouldn't really fit the idea of Pokemon that should have been included in this game. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Astroyll, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.